People refer to it as the blackface, what it used to mean, you know, like white people mocking black people by painting their faces black. I felt there is so much racism in this country, and I wanted to see what happens if we're all black. It was conceived when I lived in Harlem before I moved here to Bushwick, and it came about because, you know, seeing the disparity between, you know, black and non-black people was very much in my face in Harlem, and so I just thought, well, what if we all were black? What do we judge by then? The beauty of the project is also when I sit and spend that half hour painting somebody, because you spend time, you spend very intimate time, you know, getting close to somebody, painting their face, and then them seeing themselves for the first time, you know, when they're all black, and then they look in the mirror and there's always this wow, this, you know, this disbelief. Because we all know what we look like when we look in the mirror, but when there's no light reflecting off you anymore, that's a whole different story. When Ellen Fagan from Odetta Gallery, when I met her and she expressed interest in the project, and then eventually she decided I could, you know, be part of what's opening tonight, Heliotrope. I had the idea to just also create a video piece, to just morph one face into the next, and which I'm very excited about to show tonight, because it's the first time I'm showing this and it looks really fierce. A friend of mine had used that technique in a movie, in a documentary that I had done a long time ago. So at the very end, when the credits were rolling, he had put, it was a documentary about a resistance movement. He had like morphed each face into one another, and that was a long time ago. That was 10 years ago, and I remembered that, and I thought, what if I tried that with this one? Hey, Mikael.
Hey, darling, listen, can we talk about driving out here?
Ava's really, she's traversed a lot of challenges in this installation. I'm very happy to have an opportunity to give her, to really push her materials. She was very passionate about this piece, but what she's open to, I think, is how to make it more expressive and how to present it better. So more than the concept, I think the challenge for her with this has been the presentation piece.
Eva had an idea about taking all her portraits and morphing them into one seamless video. And that just represents basically that, you know, we are all just a collective of all these merges of humanity, and we are all equal, we're all the same, and everything else is just detail.
Then she informed me about what blackface meant.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like own that, because that needs to be addressed too, because that's part of that whole bull. You know what I mean?
Right,
it's like,
okay.
because she's like, oh my God, you can't call it Blackface Project.
Right.
I'm like, why? What do you mean? I have no clue.
I'm an eagle, I'm a mason, I'm a elk, I'm a knight. I'm reggae but right, you hear me talking? I'm reggae but right.
actually like that I call it blackface because I think that needs to be addressed. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed in terms of racism in this country. So yeah, I hope the exhibition will spark controversy and a dialogue. I really want people like to have a dialogue and then realize that it doesn't matter what color or what gender a person is, because you just connect with the face and with the eye and with the eyes and with the soul. So it's really, making people step back and like, let me just stop labeling or judging somebody by their skin color.